So, I'm originally from Farm Heights, St. James, Jamaica. Came to US when I was 11 years old. Big shout out to the Bronx, New York. When I was in Jamaica, my boxing career, actually I have a career back then, but as far as street fighting, my uncle used to have my cousins and myself play fight. And I remember one of my cousins uppercut me so bad that for a week I couldn't really chew food, but my jaw was so messed up. Then while I was in the schoolyard, I think I was like 4th or 5th grade, me and my friends after school we used to put paper in our mouth, it was actually paper, school paper, and then we put the box drink box on our hand, and those were gloves, and we used to be in the schoolyard, they form a line around us like a circle, and we used to just get it in. And I remember going home one day with a black eye this big, and my grandmother was like, "You want to tell your mother?" I said, "Grandma, please don't tell mommy," because my mother did not play that, Big shout out to Sharon, I love you. But I know at that age I love boxing. We used to watch Mike Tyson a lot, so Mike Tyson was basically my best boxer growing up. I was a big fan, real big fan. And I just remember when Tyson fights Donovan Razor Ruddock, which was a Jamaican fighter. And even though he was a Jamaican fighter, we cheered for him, but Tyson was just the dude that everybody loved. So I grew up imitating Tyson as far as in the mirror. And I always want to be like Tyson, because Tyson just had the body that everybody want. He had a mentality that, was the coolest thing. So as a young kid, that's what I look up to. So when I came to New York in 1992, when I touched down, I remember getting into a lot of fights because coming from a different country, sometimes kids tease you a lot. So coming from Jamaica, some people thought I was African, and I had to explain to them that Jamaica is not in Africa, even though we big up all of Africa massive, but we're an island. So I used to dress differently. We couldn't afford all the expensive stuff, so get teased a lot, So my accent was stronger back then, so they used to make fun of the way I talk. Even though the females tell me that they like it, they say it's cute, but at that time I didn't think they would think it was cute. I think they were just making fun of me. So got into a lot of fights, and as time goes on, I start getting respect, because all people used to say to me is like, "Oh, Jamaicans could fight." And at that moment, I realized that I couldn't fight because in Jamaica, we are so used to using weapons. So in Jamaica, when I was like, 10, 11, I got stabbed right here and right here. And before I left Jamaica, they put a knife to my throat. So when I came to America, everything that I did as far as fighting was more weapon involved. So, a certain situation happened where I had to chase dudes down with weapon and all kind of craziness happened. But long story short, I got into a lot of fights growing up. And then when I came to Jersey, the fighting wasn't as much because now I was getting more older. But in 2010 was the last straw. 2010, I got into a street fight. And in that street fight, it escalated to something else. So, I don't want to put everything on camera, but let's just say weapons got involved, and by the grace of God, I'm still here. No one got hurt, no one went to jail, and me and the guy ended up apologizing to each other. And from there, I went straight to the ring because I realized that fighting is not the same no more. It's either death or jail. And God was telling me, you know what? Go do it legally. So legal in the ring, you can legally beat somebody up and it'd be all good after. Win or lose. If I lose, I respect the other person because they train harder. So 2010 was when I officially started boxing. And then 2 months later, I told my coach I was ready. And he was like, "You're not ready." I said, "Yes, I am." "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." He's like, "Clarke, you're a grown-ass man. Go ahead." So I signed up. And I never turned back ever since. I just kept going. And here I am today. 2018, I won 3 championships. I lost 3. And, the rest is history. I'm here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. Yeah, good job. 2, 1, let's up. Let's go, fellas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it goes. 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I make you know where we come from, Bronx. I make you know where we represent Bronx. So you better listen up and understand. We gonna show you how me flow by right hand. We gonna make you know me not like no man. We gonna make you know me not bring no guns. We gonna make you know that you are my son. We gonna make you know me box out your tongue.
Definitely give me an opportunity as far as training people, and also for the fight, you know, connection. Coach Jay, large of himself anyway there. Definitely, that's how I got connected by the network. Network brought everything together. Now I'm able to show my talent to the world and surprise them. And I always tell people, Google teacher that's boxing champ. You know, we're trying to make stories, and we're trying to keep growing and elevate things to another level. So keep watching, people. Keep watching.
Talk to the people. You got your February 13th fight coming up, right?
Yeah, definitely. Sands Casino, Bethlehem, PA. It's a blessing. I've been patiently waiting. After last year, 4 fights got canceled. So this time, God's will, we signed the contract, so it's official. So God's will, it goes down.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Long time coming, right?
Yeah, we've been putting in the work. I would say 7 years straight. Did the amateurs. I think my last fight was in 2015. And for as far as every tournament, I was doing every tournament every year straight, no time off, probably a week off. Been to 6 finals, won 3, lost 3, and just been a good journey. You know, started at 29. A lot of people laugh at me, why you start so late. But I tell them it's not by age, it's how you take care of yourself, the discipline, the dedication, and determination. So you could rule a nation with that.
All right. So, talk to us about your workout and how, you know, what do you do to get prepared? Like, you know, the benefits of it and everything.
Usually, what I've learned over the years of boxing is that the legs is the most important thing. Legs and the abs. So I tell a lot of people, when you think about every sport, legs is like the #1 thing. From football, basketball, to tennis. I could keep going on. The only sports that legs probably not that important is probably golf. And for some way, somehow, you can find that legs is important in golf too, because you gotta have a certain follow through in the walking. But legs is very, very important. So I do a lot of running. Since I've been doing 3 rounds, this is gonna be my first 4-rounder. But as far as fighting wise, 3-rounders. The most I did was 6 miles. But on the regular, I usually do 2 to 2.5 miles. A lot of running at least once, twice a week. But when it's fight time, I turn it up to 3 to 4 times a week. Last fight, I turned it up 5 times a week. This fight coming up, you know what I'm saying, I'm turned up slowly but surely. So I'm doing 2 to 3 times a week. And since it's gonna be my first professional debut, I know I gotta go harder. So I do a lot of crunches, at least 200 sit-ups and push-ups. Not sit-ups and push-ups, sit-ups and crunches. At least 200 push-ups. You know, every morning before I go to work, you know, I do at least 50 push-ups. I should say 60, because I'm up to 60 now. And just be consistent. Whatever you do, you're consistent in it. So in the Renegade Gym, usually we do anywhere from 10 to 15 rounds. Right now, Team Hazardous, when I'm there, my most I did as far as sparring was 17 rounds. Not to put everything in it, because some of the guys were beginners, so I just basically work around the ring, work on my movement in the ring, and then they throw punches at me. And then the guys that have more experience, like Fast Sand, Coach Jay, Dirk, the guys who have more experience now. Now I do like 4 rounds, 6 rounds with them, 3 rounds with them, you know, but turned up with other guys that's beginners. So it just, you know, just be consistent. And as I said, the number one thing is legs. So even when you spar, make sure you move around light in the ring, that you can work on the legs. When I come run, I just did some hopping, did some long, high jumps, just to get the legs very strong.
Yeah, and the government they oppress our people for years now. So put your gun finger upon a one, you can have a buck a shot off of them. I'm not here to put no black and black. Over evil, God over them. You know, say, listen around. Yeah, yo. When the guns go off, buck a shot. Boy, I love it, buck a shot. The guns go and spar, buck a shot. Can you hear me now? The guns scared now. When the guns go off, buck a shot. Boy, I love it, buck a shot. The guns go and spar, buck a shot. Can you hear me now? The guns scared now. Inna they get to see many things. Some you them a stab, some you them a kill. 9 of them when me witness me first stabbing. In a church, man, they when me brother get chopping. They get to run red cause they use a starving. Politics and politicians they get divided. PMP and JLP does really matter. Cause inna the end, the youth them a suffer. The government